Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good Friday. Watching a few different ones in the market right now. My favorite one is CNET, CNET. This is a former runner. I've seen this one. I might have traded this one before, but you can see it's gapping up from 191 to 268. Decent sized gap there. Gonna look for a short, especially under this really obvious support level at 250. Good morning, Missouri, JV. Good morning, NASDAQ. Do I short high float stocks? Sometimes. Not as much as I short low floaters, but sometimes I'll short the higher float stocks. Good morning, Seven. I have no idea, Sonic. Dan Britt. Good morning. IG. Good morning, Netron. Good morning. TOPS. TOPS is moving. Too slow. DMPI. No volume either. CORV. Not too bad. Good morning, D Champion. Lucas, good morning. Yasi, good morning. Living Large, good morning. Joe, good morning. Arian's World, good morning. All right, so not that bad of a morning. We do have some stocks. Let's see how many of these are tradable. I'm really hoping. Honestly, I'm scared to even look, but I really want CNET to be tradable here. This is the one that needs to be tradable for me today. Oh, we got Nordstrom. Yeah, CNET is tradable. Good. Yeah, those are the ones that always worry me because those are, like for instance, yesterday, if you look at ANW here, yesterday was the first losing day this week. But if you look at ANW, beautiful VWAP fade here. Completely missed it because it wasn't tradable. SMMT, lots of little VWAP fades. Completely missed all of these VWAP fades because it wasn't tradable. And so hopefully I'll be able to make some money with CNET today. That's the one I'm kind of looking at. ATAI. ATAI has pretty low volume, Luke. Volume's just really low. I'll have to look up the news on SnapTrade to see why this one's acting like that. But I'm watching a few. I'm watching CNET. Sorry, maybe losing my voice a little bit. Watching CNET, TIK. You can see TIK here. No volume, very low volume. Want to see it move a little bit more. Nordstrom, JWN. Here's a few other ones I'm watching. ATAI, super low volume. Watching ATRS, you can see gapping up from 330 to 345. BOXL, gapping up from 490 to 507. XRF, gapping up some as well, about 15 cents from 281 to 296. ANW. AMRS gapping down some. TEVA gapping up. MU gapping down. AMAT gapping down some. So I'm watching a few. There's a decent amount of gappers that I'm keeping an eye on. That's rough living large. Good morning, Tiny. Hope you're having a good Friday. All right, so man, I got a scratch in my voice. I got to get it out. Try drinking coffee. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, CNET's not shortable in SureTrader. That's rough. Alright, so let's see if I can find anything else that I haven't caught yet in the market. Some people talking about Zoes, ZOES, and Dare. Looks like a split of some type. Dare doesn't look that bad. Former runner. Not tradable, unfortunately, but gapping up from 99 cents to 115. All right, so let's see how many of these are actually tradable in this market. All right, so I know I think every one of these is tradable. They got CNET, tradable, TIK, not tradable. Oh, TIK isn't tradable, unfortunately. JWN is tradable, BOXL. I know that one's tradable. XRF is tradable, good. ATRS, tradable. ANW, no, they still haven't added AMW. So that's 2. MU is tradable. AMRS, not tradable, that's 3. AMAT, tradable. All right, so that is what, 3 out of 12 that are not tradable. That's not too bad. Let's see, DCIX. Capping up some. ITUS. I recognize ITUS and DCIX. Those are former runners. EOLS, CPAH, ZN gapping down, AMRS, like I said, NOG, Cron, CGC has been moving in the last few days. I might watch CGC here. And what was the one? Cisco, you moving yesterday, CSCO. Yeah, maybe watch those two. All right, so let's catch back up with the chat. Congrats, Netron. Congrats. Yeah, I appreciate it, Tiny. Yeah, I need to. Welcome, James. What's up, brother? Yeah, I've been doing pretty well. This is the best. Happy to hear you're on that winning streak, though, Netron. But yeah, this is the best I've ever traded as well. I've been doing pretty well. I had a losing day yesterday, which is going to happen, but the last 2 weeks of trading have all been gross profits. I've been doing pretty well. I was talking to Mitch about it yesterday. It's kind of that time where I have to figure out how to scale up the sizing, scale up my accounts to where I can start taking bigger shots. I was trying to explain it to my wife yesterday, like, you know, I'm finally at the point as a trader where I think I could actually make money doing it. Now it's just about scaling up the sizing. It's either that or, you know, maybe save up some and splurge on a, you know, $30,000 trading account, which I don't know if I'm going to do. I'd probably rather just scale it to see if I could truly build up an account. All right, so we'll go over the news in just a second. Let me see where Mitch is at. I don't even know where my phone is. Oh, here's my phone. Good morning, Abdul, Brody. What's up, guys? Avoid higher floats when building a small account. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just about. I just want to, like, I've found that consistency lately. Like, if I look back in the last 2 months of my trading, I'm gross profit all the way. You know, 2 months of trading, I'm gross profit. Net profit, not so much, just because, net profit, not so much, just because I've been using smaller sizing, and so the commissions kind of take out some of my gross profits. But to me, the only thing that matters is gross profits, because if I can make gross profits, you know, that means I can make money. You know, it's just about if my profits, if I have gross profits, I just need to scale up, you know, if that makes sense. That's right, Tiny. Hey, you shut those haters up, man. Yeah, everybody, I get a lot of hate from people that I know. Like my dad is like very, very skeptical of the stock market. And so anytime I tell him I'm doing this and this, he is immediately skeptical and criticizes me, you know. And so I just don't tell him about it. But one day I would like to kind of rub it in his face that I'm doing well in trading. All right, I'm giving Mitch a call right now. All right, no answer from Mitch. Oh wait, let me pull Skype back up just so he can't call me. But yeah, I mean, no, it's not that. I mean, it's. Here's the thing. Like, I actually, whenever I run out of TEFs accounts, I'm actually gonna miss TEFs. And so don't get me wrong, I like TEFs. It has nothing to do with my broker, because my broker gives me a decent amount of buying power. I have a lot of buying power. Commissions are extremely cheap relative and compared to these other brokers. Commissions are ridiculously cheap on TEFs. They give me a lot of buying power. The platform is good. The fills are good. You know, it doesn't have anything to do with the broker, to be completely honest. Like, I'm actually going to be bummed out whenever I have to switch away from TEFs, which I'm going to have to at some point. I'm going to have to get a big boy broker at one point. But, you know, I would like to build my TEFs account up more than anything. You know, I mean, $3 commissions for 200-300 shares, you know, that's pretty cheap. $3 for a round trip, you know, that's ridiculously cheap. Everybody else is making you pay at least $10 for a round trip, most of the time $15, you know, $16 a round trip. And so the fact that I can trade an entire position in and out for $3, plus they give me a bunch of buying power, plus the platform's good, plus the fills are good, you know, I'm actually kind of nervous of switching away from this broker, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, the logical path for a trader is to, you know, you got to find your strategy, find your setup, back test that setup to make sure it works. Once you have that setup back tested and you know it works, and you see if you can put in consistent gains with it after working on your entries and exits and kind of managing the trade. Once you show consistent profits, it's about scaling up. That's always the next step, is just scaling up your accounts. Man, like I said, my voice is going out, guys. So no, I'm not crying, and I'm not sick, actually. My voice is just going out. I think it's from doing the stream. But yeah, the next logical step after all of those is to scale up your account, right? That's the true test. You find a setup and a strategy with an edge in the market. You practice executing that strategy over and over again, managing the trade. You start showing consistent profits, and then you scale up that account to grow it, you know, is the next step. And so I think that's where I'm at now. I just have to build myself a little bit of a cushion to, you know, to take some bigger shots once I have a little bit of a cushion in this account. But yeah, my voice is going on, guys. IZEA. All right, let's check it out. Oh yeah, IZEA is spiking up. I think I can trade this one too. I remember being able to trade this one. Yes, I can. So very, very good. Nice. Okay, so the big movers today I can trade. I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, check out IZEA. I know, man. Gmoto, I'm crying, man. You hurt my feelings, brother. You know, I'm pretty upset about it. Keep an eye on crypto, boys. Big gains are in the future. ATA, Brian. Let's look at ATA. Must not be a stock. I do got to ask you, though, brother. Expatriated antiquity. It just feels good to say. I just like saying it, you know. I guess it's because it's kind of like a big word. You feel good saying it. Expatriated antiquity. Just feels good to say, man. I just like saying that name. Anyways, keep it up, Tiny. You're doing well. You've been doing really well. So just keep it up. Keep at it. You're doing good. That's right, Abdul. Yeah, people who don't get it, they always say stuff. I mean, everybody's always saying stuff. I think it's just a community of trading. And I get it. I say stuff too. Everybody has their own opinions, and that's fine, you know. That's right, Tiny. Let them laugh, man. Let them laugh. You'll get there. Sorry, I called you man, but you'll get there, Tiny. Don't worry about them. Ignore the haters. No, no. So Phoenix Tefts is a completely different broker here. It's TradeNet's partnering broker, right? And so when you sign up with TradeNet and buy one of their packages, Tefts will partner with you and give you the funded account. They actually have a sale on right now, guys. The Tefts account. I think it's 20% off, and so it's $3.99 for the intro package or whatever until I think it's until August 23rd. I might be wrong about that though. But yeah, the biggest problem with Tefts, I can put that link if you want the 20% off link, but just to be transparent about it, the biggest problem with Tefts, in my opinion, is that a lot of these cheaper stocks are just not tradable, right? A lot of these stocks I can't trade. Now, I guess the example, I think ATRS is. Okay, so yeah, but a lot of these are not. So TIS wasn't tradable, and so that's the biggest thing is that a lot of these cheaper stocks just are not tradable, and that's the biggest thing I think they need to work on. Aside from that, I mean, the commissions are cheap. There is a 70-30 profit split, and so it's just about what works for you. But I like Tefts and TradeNet. Hey, who did the $5 donation? I'm just now seeing it. Hey, Jay Kurt, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to Jay Kurt with the $5 donation. Means a lot, brother. Means a lot, man. Appreciate the support, bro. When I'm talking about commission, when I say round trip Skynet, I mean in and out. So like in and out of a position on Tefts is $3 for 200 shares. You know, it's in and out. It's $3 for the entire trade, in and out. But yeah, appreciate that, Jay Kurt. Appreciate the support, brother. Means a lot, man. Really appreciate it, dude. Glad to be here. Glad to have y'all support, man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, look at IZEA. I mean, this one looks really, really good. A lot of volume spiking up here. Let's look up the news. Today's news is brought to you by SnapTrade. Let me pull it up. If you want my watch list shared with you each morning, I've been sharing my watch list with a group of traders each morning, a little bit earlier than my stream. And so if you want my watch list mailed to you, you can check out SnapTrade. You can see here's my morning watch list on there, and I've been sharing it with a decent amount of people each morning. And so if you want my morning watch list shared with you via SnapTrade, let me know. Sign up for SnapTrade and put your either email or nickname in the chat box, or let me know and leave a message in the comment section with your email or nickname, and I'll go ahead and share this watch list with you. SnapTrade is an extremely thorough website. It has a free scanner that you can see here that has all these different pre-selected scans like high gainer penny stocks, high gainer volatile stocks, upcoming earnings, and a ton more, as you can see. It also allows you to organize your watch list, which is what I really use this site for a lot. And it allows you to share your watch list with others and all these different things. It also has the news section. So if I want to see, the high gainer volatile stock news, I can just click that. Maybe lagging a little bit here. Let me see if I can fix it. But a really awesome dynamic website. I'll post the link in the chat. We might have to come back to it, but allows you to share your watch list with people, see what stocks have earnings that are about to come out, and much more. So go check that out. That's SnapTrade, SNAPTRADE.us. I'll go ahead and post the link. Yeah, let me know if you want my watch list mailed to you each morning. Yeah, I think I can trade those outsiders. There's the link to SnapTrade. Yeah, Zoes is tradable, as you can see. I'll have to go back to snap trade lately. All right, Mitch is ready, guys. Let me give Mitch a call. What's up, brother? What's up, man? All right. Mic check for Mitch. Say something, brother.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm excited. Friday.
It's Friday. Hey, the volume's looking good today, man.
I'm excited, especially after yesterday having to trade from work. I'm ready, guys. I'm excited. I love this job. I'm ready to do it.
Yes, sir.
Ready to get it on.
Yes, sir. And the volume's looking good, man. We got CNET gapping up from 191 to 259. Big gap, a lot of volume. We got IZEA, which is currently like spiking and pulling back and bear or bull flagging some, gapping up from 110 to 165. We have JWN, which is Nordstrom on the high float side, gapping up from 52 to 55. We have ATRS gapping up from 330 to 346. We have CSCO for a second day possible fade. CGC, Canopy Growth Company, maybe for a second day fade as well. We got AMRS gapping down. We got a decent amount of movers here for a Friday, so decent amount. All right, Snap Trade.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on with Snap Trade, but like I said, it has a free scanner. But what I really use it for is to organize my watch list each morning. You can see I have my watch list here that I build every day. It shows me a lot of relevant info like technical signal, signal strength, market cap, volume change percentage, which this indicator right here is extremely smart. It's a really smart indicator that they added. This tells you how much above the average daily volume the stock is currently at, right? So you can see A&W is 184% higher than the average volume. And it tells you this stuff really early in the market day, like within the first hour of the market day, so you know if a stock is having a volume breakout. Really smart indicator that they added. That's probably one of my favorite ones. And then if I want to see the news on my watch list, on all these stocks in my watch list, I can just go to the watch list news section and scroll down, and here's all the news. And so a really thorough, cool website. Go check them out. That's snaptrade.us, SNAPETRADE.us, or SNAPTRADE.us. Go check them out. I posted a link in the description. But yeah, it's news time, Mitch.
All right.
So let's go over the news.
Hit it, John.
All right. So the first one I'm looking at is CNET, C-N-E-T. All right, so it sounds like this is an earnings play. Yeah, so CNET is an earnings play. Second quarter revenue is up, I believe. I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like it was a second quarter loss actually, but maybe it was a narrowed loss. I'm trying to find out the exact, it has the press release, but I don't feel like reading all that. Yeah, so CNET reported quarterly losses of 60 cents per share. This is a 757% decrease over the losses of 7 cents a share per share from the same period last year. The company reported 22.52 million in sales this quarter, so smaller than last year's loss, and they reported a huge increased sales this year. And so CNET gapping up from that good press release. We'll see where it goes. Next one I'm looking at is IZEA, which is the bottom right, and this one is really moving here. All right, so this IZEA reported a new contract win. IZEA is the premier online marketplace which connects brands and publishers with influential content creators. It kind of sounds like FameBit. They recently secured a high six-figure influencer marketing service contract for a product launch for a new Fortune 200 client. Yeah, they also signed a number of six-figure contracts, and so it looks like they signed some deals here with IZEA. Yeah, so contracts won in the third quarter. CEO states that halfway through the third quarter, the company has already booked 90% of what was booked in the entirety of quarter two. So yeah, good quarter this year for IZEA, and it's showing it in pre-market. We'll see where this one goes. ATRS, top right chart, ATRS, gapping up some here. This one was moving in after hours. And so let's see. All right, so news came out on this one that its partner TEVA has received FDA approval for its generic epinephrine. So what's its partner was? Let's see. It said its partner was TEVA, and it's gapping up as well. So yeah, ATRS gapping up after its partner TEVA received FDA approval for its generic epinephrine. Next one I'm looking at is JWN, which is Nordstrom. I'm pretty confident this is going to be good earnings here. We'll see where it goes. It just looks like an earnings gap. A lot of people changed the buy rating on it. Yeah, good second quarter results for Nordstrom. Price target was raised as well, so we'll see where Nordstrom goes at the open. Another one I'm looking at is XRF. You can see this one had a decent day yesterday, spiking up from 226, reaching 3 in pre-market this morning. So let's see where this one's going as well. XRF. Nothing really out on XRF. I mean, we'll see where this one goes, but I don't see anything new. CGC starting to tank some here. Look at CGC in pre-market, Mitch. That one's starting to wash. This one's one that's been moving a lot the last few days. It's the cannabis growth company. After the Corona Brewer increased their stake in the company. I can't remember who it was, but they did. AMRS gapping down some here. Big gap from 750 to 650. And yeah, so they announced a secondary offering for AMRS. That's why it's moving. I'll be right back, Mitch. Hold the stream down.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
I'm going to talk about, so Tiny, you see, I've invited you to go ahead and probably join us this Sunday for our conversation. You're starting up an account. I don't mind going over strategy with you, and you can get together with John and I, and we can get together on a Skype meeting, and we can go over your strategy so you can be ready for Monday. All right, so I'm checking out CNET here. Looking at the daily, guys. It really needs a pretty good amount to get to the next resistance. It's 401 or $4. It's gonna be about $4. It's like $3.99, but I say $4 is the next resistance up there. So I want to see if it can hold up there by those 270s. If it holds up there by those 270s, it looked like it could break out to $3. Then get a little momentum there in the $3. I'd look for like a push probably into like the 330s, but I went for a quick long in this. I'm gonna turn up my mic, guys. I'm sure it's a little bit down here. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so you guys hear me good. But any other stock you guys are really interested? I got CNET, IZEA. Sounds good, Tiny. Looking forward to it, man. Or looking forward to it. It's not a man, so can't really say man. All right. IZEA, guys, holding on those 70s, guys. Holding on those 170s pretty well. Good morning, Eric. What's going on, Seven? Why you not so chippy today, man? Down on your trades? It's just a down day, man. We all have red days. We'll get through it.
All right, I'm back, but man,
there,
yeah,
guys, holding those 70s really well there, guys.
Crazy spike.
Now what I want to see I want to see when it comes down, are we going to crack below the 164s? So it could hang around in this area until the open. That's what we'd actually want. If it goes ahead and just gets extended pre-market, then I'll definitely be looking for a short more.
Right.
But this stock definitely right there showed some good signals on a long sense, seeing as it's just been holding really, really well in about a 10-cent range there, and now hanging at the top of the range with a lot of volume being added there on that 1 minute candle. That last 1 minute candle had lots of volume. I don't know if anyone had their level twos pulled up on
For
IZEA,
sure. A lot of volume for
but
pre-market. Over 100,000 shares traded in that push.
yeah, that's a pretty good sign that someone's setting up a pretty good position there. So now we're going to see what the reaction from that position was, and that should show the confirmation if it was long or short.
For sure. I'm just now catching up on the chat. Yeah, Tiny, I say man too. It's just a habit.
Yeah.
AVP.
No, but I was talking to Tiny that we could go and do the conversation probably this weekend on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure.
Starting up Monday, a new account. So
yeah, for sure. Like I said, we can more than one person. Sorry, kind of stuttering a little bit, readjusting my seat. But yeah, if you guys want to be in Sunday's conference, Mitch and I have been kind of Skyping each other each Sunday and kind of going over strategies and setups. If you want to be in the conference, let us know. You can come join us. We can talk strategy. You know, we share our computer screens and kind of show you and walk each other through different setups, what our plan is for the upcoming week. And so if you want to be involved in the Skype conference, let us know. And you can join us for Skype. Just let us know, you know. AMD taking a dump. Keegan. Yeah, I mean, it's down some. It's just AMD has such a tight range most of the time, you know. Nice little fade there, though, yesterday.
For you, John, when numbers show up in white, does that mean in between the spread? Is that what that means?
You mean in this one?
Said when numbers show. Tiny said when numbers show up in white, what does that mean?
Oh, she's talking about in the time and sales, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. So I'm thinking it's in between the spread.
Probably. Honestly, I have no idea, you know, to be honest.
Yeah.
I look at the time and sales, but that's kind of, Mitch is really good at that. I'm kind of lost, you know.
Yeah, so there should be bid, the ask. You can do below bid, above ask, and then you can do in between the order. Usually the white is in between the order, and above the ask will be like a dark green or a color like that, and then below the bid will be like a darker red, like a burgundy or something like that. Depends on your platform though. You always want to check it out. The way you find out is you can right click on the configure, and it should show you the colors of the different. If you're doing ask or inside, like for me, inside on TIFs, I have it set to be yellow. That's just the way it's set.
Honestly, the volume's pretty good today for a Friday. It's not that bad, man. It's better than yesterday.
There you go. We got a lot of confirmation that there's more in between, so.
Look at CNET. I'm kind of PO'd that CNET broke under this support level here at 250. Like, I really wanted to wait for it to break under there after the open. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know how that goes.
I mean, it still looks good down to 214 right here. So that's what I'm going to be looking at, the short in between here. But not as... I would have preferred it to stay above the support level and then crack it at the open, you know?
Yep. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's been kind of moving these prior days. Not really today movers, but seeing if there's any multiple day support breaks.
Appreciate the sub, Al B. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the stream. All right, so yeah, biggest watches today are, let's see, I guess ATRS, these four. ATRS, IZEA, JWN, and CNET, and they're all tradable on TEFs this morning. So good news for that. But yeah, also guys, TEFs is having a hold on one second. TEFs is having a sale right now, and so if you want to get a cheap TradeNet package, you can sign up through TEFs, and I think it's 20% off until August 22nd or 23rd. Let me check. It's something like that.
Take it.
Yeah, it's a good deal, man. This is when I buy my TradeNet and TEFs accounts, I usually try to wait for sales like this. Let me find it. Got to find the link. But yeah, here it is.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's like August 23rd. It's like available 20% off a TradeNet package until August 23rd. I think it's something like that. And so instead of paying $500, you pay $400 essentially for it. Here's the link if you want to check it out. There's the link to TEFs. If you go through the link and want to help support this channel, I do get a small commission from it. But like I said, I try to be honest with it. Like the biggest problem with TEFs and TradeNet and TEFs is that some stocks are not tradable, right? Like some stocks you're going to build your watch list up. Sometimes even half of the stocks on my watch list aren't tradable. But most of the time it's like 2 or 3. Like today it's 3 out of 12, which is definitely doable. Like that's fine, you know. But that's the biggest problem with TEFs. And so it's all about you do want to understand that before you go forward with it. All right. So watching CNET and IZEA, probably my 2 favorite ones this morning. We'll see where they go. Gonna be careful.
Yeah. One that I have it's not really it's not part of the gappers on the top, but I'm looking at it for the multiple day breakdown is ABIL, guys. It's rejected those $8 really well on the daily. If you watch all the way from about June 25th, it made a run to a crazy run up there to 1457s. Then it tried those 10s, couldn't make it in the 10s. Eventually, it started making a resistance up there in the 8s and couldn't stay in the 8s. Gap down, came all the way down to about 290s. Then we got this random up gap here on the August 7th. We get a gap up there, and it rejects those 8s and those 850s again. 2 days later, it gaps up and rejects 8 again. So what I'm looking for more today is that it's created a support down there at 450. And today, if it slams through 450 with a good amount of volume, because that's what I'll be looking for, it does have a gap to fill on the way down from about 436 all the way down to 313. So that's just one stock that I will be looking at. Especially, I like to look at these stocks that had a whole bunch of traders trading it, and it kind of gapped up, went to a higher level, and it's staying in a range, and now is going to break the support because it's on its way back down. You know, as shorters, that's definitely something we still want to look at. You know, I definitely don't think I'll ever play a long on ABIL here. It would have to be insane, but it's more I can actually watch it for the breakdown move.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like it. I think a lot of times stocks will like gap up a huge amount, and then the volume will kind of subside and people kind of forget about them, and then they kind of just quietly fade back down and nobody sees it, you know, and that's a short opportunity. Is kind of like what Mitch is saying. Like people forget about these huge runners. They just kind of ignore them, and a lot of times they just kind of quietly fade back down to those previous lows, you know what I mean? And that's an opportunity in trading. Something I want to work on. That's why
it's good to use a scanner like stock Snaptrade or something like that, where you can look into the stocks that have high percentage gains over a couple of days, not just who's gapping up today.
Right, for sure.
You know, one of the key things I always look for is stocks that have made a 10% move in over the last week. So if it's up 10%, that should give you at least a little room on the downside. And you can also look for catalysts holding an actual true catalyst for the long side.
Right. For sure. But let's make some money today, guys. Let's make some money.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. I'm gonna take some. I'm feeling good, man. I'm gonna take some swings today, guys. Probably trying out about. It depends on the price, but I'm gonna probably do 500, 600 shares today, guys.
Yeah, let
Stepping
me
up to
know.
the plate.
Let me know if you get into anything. I can share your screen, or you can share your screen with me, and I can let them see it if you want.
Yeah. Definitely I'll be recording, so these guys these trades will get put up, guys. So you guys will
Okay.
see the higher share.
Yeah, for sure. So we got a minute and a half, guys. Look at
Yep.
AMRS. AMRS, I think it's an offering, but it's starting to push back up. It's at 675 now, rebounding some. And so I'm watching it under that 635 low, see what it does if it cracks those lows. CSCO, Cisco, had a washout yesterday. It's starting to break the lows here as well. It's at 45. That one looks interesting. But yeah, like I said, my two biggest watches are CNET and IZEA. These two right here, just because they have the best volume, they're gapping up the biggest percentage amount, and so they just look the best for me.
Wow, wow, wow. Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
Less than a minute, guys. Get visualized, know what you're doing, have all your charts set, know your important levels, and nail what you see. Execute. Let's go.
That's right. Let's do this. We got 30 seconds, so good luck, guys. Somebody's asking what you do, Mitch. They say they say I know you have a few online businesses that allow you to trade, but what does Mitch do? Sorry if you answered this already.
All right, guys. The market's coming, but I'll talk to you guys about it later.
Yeah.
Pretty much a manager, guys. Retail manager.
There's the bell. Whoa. Too many.
Too many.
Whoa, Manny. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate that, man. I thought you said it was only going to be 100, bro. I actually talked to Manny about this, and Manny said he was going to send me 100. But, man, shout out to Manny with the $200 donation, brother. Appreciate it,
Ooh.
Manny. That's crazy,
That's
brother.
what I'm talking about.
I know, man. Hey, brother, if you ever need anything, Manny, I'm yours, brother. If you would need help, let me know. If you need help on the weekends, if you want me to help you, walk you through, be a mentor for you, brother, let me know, man. That's awesome, dude. I got to pay attention to the open, but, man, Manny, that is really cool of you, brother. Appreciate that, man. That's crazy.
All right, guys. Getting a nice little drop on CNET, guys.
Yeah, CNET's washing. But yeah, Manny, I'm gonna get back to it later, brother, just because it's the open. But man, that's crazy, Manny. Really, really appreciate it, brother. Means a lot,
Out,
dude.
man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's awesome, dude. Appreciate
Love
it
the support, bro. Love the support.
for sure, man.
All right, guys. Looking around, trying to find the top mover.
Look at IZEA. The VWAP's not as low as I want it to be on IZEA. I want to see the VWAP a little bit lower. But man, that's crazy, Manny. Sorry, I gotta focus because it's the open. But man, that's crazy, brother. Really, really means a lot, man. Appreciate it.
All right, CNET looking like we're getting that nice little flush down there, guys. Through the support there.
IZEA too. IZEA bouncing to the VWAP now, but the VWAP's not as low as I want it to be. I want the VWAP to be lower for this type of move, and it may get rejected back down. But watching it under the support level for another bounce once it breaks under 150. Same thing. CNET, the VWAP needs to pull back down some. It's just a little bit too high, so the volume needs to come in a little bit lower to drag the VWAP down. Yeah, there's the rejection on the VWAP on IZEA. The VWAP just wasn't low enough for me to jump in that one.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, TIK isn't tradable. Here's the pullback on CNET. The VWAP needs to be lower with these, though, like I said, with both of these, which means it needs to be in a little bit more bearish of a trend. CSCO, Cisco spiking up here a decent amount. You can see Cisco spiking up here, CSCO. Haven't seen any fades yet, man.
I'm watching CNET, but it's too tight. There's no range right there. I like to see at least a little bit more. I want to have a potential of 20 cents if I'm going to risk 10 cents, guys. Always the risk to reward, guys. Don't take 10 to 10.
Look at IZEA. That was a good fade, but like I said, the VWAP just wasn't low enough. But IZEA pounced. It pushed right back up to the VWAP here. You can see this big upwick. But it still has to break these lows. It's still finding support at 156. I don't speak French, brother, so sorry about that, man. If anybody speaks French, you can let me know what this guy's saying, but I don't speak French, man, so sorry about that. A little bit of Spanish. I speak a little bit of Spanish, but not French. I can count in French, but that's it. All right, so there goes IZEA pulling back some. Really, it VWAP faded, but it just wasn't the pullback that I wanted. I'm still gonna look for another pullback on IZEA up to the 158 level, 160 level.
To me, this is the support right here, guys. It's not before this, so I'm still not that interested. 149.50, it could definitely bounce there, guys. I'm looking for more of a breakdown to the 30s because the reason is you see all that volume that was on the down. Every candle was a lot of volume. Right. There could be buyers right here at the support.
For sure.
I like to see washout, small volume on the bottom, then big volume as it approaches the VWAP. CNET looked a little bit better, but to tell you the truth, what it's doing is holding the 9 EMA more of the VWAP. So that's a little too tight, guys. There's only about 10 cents there right now.
JWN Nordstrom spiking up here. Cisco spiking up. Just gotta wait for the good setup. I don't mind a bounce back on now is decent for IZEA. So if IZEA can pull back to that 160 level, I like it a little bit more. And if it breaks 150, there we go. VWAP's starting to get down to 161. So this is kind of the move I'm looking for now on IZEA.
Yeah, I'm watching HEAR drop down there, but it's not a VWAP fade, guys. It's just a slam down. So
look at ATRS, man. Maybe ATRS might pull back. They're kind of looking for a bounce to the VWAP on ATRS. I don't know how much room it has, though, to be honest.
I think 330s.
Maybe. It also has some resistance or some support or resistance at 338, and so we'll see about that one too. Look at TEVA, Mitch, TEVA. And wow, look at AMAT, Mitch. AMAT is this is the setup for a VWAP fade. AMAT.
Hey Matt. All right, that looks good.
Yeah, that's a good setup for it. I'm watching for that. The only problem is the range. I don't know what shear size to take with this one. So I'm probably gonna look for IZEA maybe.
87 entrance off of 44. 87, 88 entrance off of the whole price.
Right.
I'm also looking at Tiva, guys.
I'm looking at IZEA. All right, I'm going to take a starting position here on IZEA. I just jumped in with 100 shares. I don't mind adding to it if it gets up to 158. Set a risk area of 163. Didn't get a chance to add on IZEA. I still don't mind it though.
Yeah, I didn't get the full bounce on AMAT, so I haven't gotten in yet there, guys. It looked like it was trying to get there. It almost got there.
There's the
wash.
wash.
Got to 70s. I was looking for 80s.
There's the wash on IZEA. Wish I would have added that 200 shares.
It's tight range right there.
Right. Gonna look for an all-day fader. I have a good enough entry to where I'm pretty comfortable in this one.
Look at Tiva, man.
Beautiful example of it.
Oof. Oh,
Just crashing.
Yeah, I was just looking for 17s on that one, and I missed it by 2 cents there.
Hurts.
Yeah, it's getting a
AMAT.
little picky on that one, but I was looking at AMAT also,
Yeah, it
and
bounced.
so they didn't get to exactly to the VWAPs,
Right.
and so I left it alone, guys. And I like being a little bit more pickier with these VWAP fades. If I get a really great entry, I always feel good even when I lose. So that's what I noticed, and since noticing that, I'll either I hit it at the VWAP or I don't, and I'm all right with that. Usually, if it does VWAP fade, you still get another attempt.
Right, for sure. I mean, a lot of times it'll fade it twice. There's CNET though. CNET finally cracking under those lows. Kind of hard to see though.
Oh, that bounce to that VWAP. That wasn't that bad in the 50s.
It's just too close to the high of the day. Too close of getting too much risk of getting squeezed up, I think.
Yeah, the real key is it did have that support there.
All right, so here goes IZEA spiking back here.
Looking at Tiva just tank down there. Waiting for AMAT to see if it can come bouncing back, but
ATRS maybe bouncing to the VWAP. Look at AMAT, man. That was the move.
That wasn't bad at all.
Didn't quite get to the VWAP, but that was a decent move there.
Yeah, I would have taken 200 shares, so definitely would have been a nice trade.
Yeah, for sure. All right, there's the spike on IZEA to the VWAP here. I don't mind adding 200, so I just added another 100 shares here. Risk is at 165, and so if it corrects that, I'm out.
Yeah, I kind of don't like it, guys. I'm just going to put it out there. I think it's just holding the support down there a little too well. But, hey, to each his own.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be right. I mean, the potential of it getting squeezed up is there for sure. So you just got
Matt just nailing down there now in the 80s, 42s.
All right, so let's see if IZEA can get a wash. Down to 52s, 51s, 48. Nice. All right, I'm going to cover half here, and then I'm going to kind of plan on doing what we talked about, Mitch.
There you go.
145.
Good job, brother. Man, that Tiva VWAP fade, beautiful. That's what happens when you watch two stocks. You got to try to make your decision which is the best one.
I'm going to go ahead and get out here. I can see it starting to get squeezed up. There we go. Beautiful. Got out right before that bounce back up. $15 gain. I'm going to move on to something else. Not too bad.
Yeah. Just focus. If you see it nailed down, you could always probably get another attempt if it holds the resistance at the support.
Look at
now.
Look at XRF, Mitch, for possible bounce up to the VWAP. It's got a lot of space, though, to reach that VWAP. AMAT, though, Mitch. AMAT is finally kind of bouncing back here.
All right, watching that one there, guys. You see it push to 50.
Yeah, there it is, man. AMAT. That's it.
Gonna give it a little bit more room to pop up.
Good risk at 43.70, maybe 43.90s. See, I just don't know what share size I would take with this one.
Oh, tried to jump in there at 56. Didn't get filled. There you go. I'm in there, guys. 56. Got a risk off of 70.
There's a little bit of a wash. Let's see if we get a big pullback here.
Nice. Trying to take 100 out there at 31s, guys. There you go. Took 100 out. I already paid myself 25, guys.
There's a squeeze back up on IZEA. Yeah, when I see this, I'm glad I took that. I got out of the position. But I mean, it might fake people out.
Looking good, guys. Looking good. Up $27. Watching this right here, guys.
Do you want me to share your screen, Mitch, or do you want to share your screen with me? Okay.
It's fine. If you want, I can Skype it, but.
Yeah, that's what I say. If you want to share your screen so they can see it, it's up to you, though. I know if you're putting out a recap video, you might want to just save it for that, though. So it's up to you, brother. Looking too shabby here, though, for AMAT.
There you go.
That's the beautiful thing about this setup is
sharing up.
Oh, you're sharing it?
Yeah, you guys can grab onto it.
Here, let me pull it up. So look, guys, you can see Mitch's trade. Let me try to maximize this. There we go. So yeah, if you want to see Mitch's trade here, this is Mitch's trade right here. You can see Mitch is up $25. He's sharing his screen with me on Skype.
All right, guys. Right now, the rest of it's break even, but I'm trying to let it come back down to this support, 43s.
He's already made $25 on the trade. He's up about 30 now, or he's up about total. He's up about $50 right now. Unrealized, right, guys, about 30.
Instead of having my thing there, I'm having it on the break even just in case we get a spike. I'm looking for a flush down, so it's all good if it spikes up. Just can't get past my 56. That's why I already paid myself, and now I can be calmed down as it slams down here, 14s.
Beautiful, man.
So now I delete this. Gonna put 50 shares to buy at 43. Order out there. Hold the rest. Get it back to where your break even is, just in case it squeezes on you.
Yep.
All right, trying to pay attention to the level 2s here. Let's see this time in sales here, the big orders. See when they came in here. Looks like those 48s got hammered hard. We got some covers there in the 25s there. So now I'm going to be looking for it, guys. I could touch VWAP there, and I could add size back.
And if anybody's wondering why this is a demo, it's because Mitch is going for the 5-day challenge?
Yeah, I use my girl's name, but don't tell nobody.
Yeah, right. Nobody's going to know, brother. It's just you and me here, man.
No one knows my girl's name, at least.
But yeah, he's going for the 5-day challenge, guys. And so in TAFs,
it a little bit harder.
Right, in TAFs, if you make $500 it's in like a week, and you don't take a loss bigger than like $100, you get a free account. I think it's something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that, similar.
Hey, good work, Live Gains. Nice to see you bounce back. But yeah, to go back to Manny, man, Manny, you don't even know how much I appreciate that. That is a crazy, huge donation. I really, really appreciate it, Manny. And like I said, brother, if you ever need help with anything, let me know, dude. I will help you as much as I can. You know what I mean? If you need
Here we
help,
go, guys. Coming down, slamming down on the biz there, guys. You see these shares coming in there at 25s? Those are people adding on this bounce here, guys. There you go, 45s, 43s.
beautiful, brother, beautiful. Nice work, man.
This is how you do it right here. Get out.
Yep.
Take your order. I'm trying to get it out there. I put it at 6, and it takes it out there, guys. So now I only have 50 shares, guys.
Up 50
50
bucks.
shares, up $50. Got 25 in realize. Now I'm looking for the next support, guys. 42.87s, guys. 42.87s. $50 shares only left. I'm looking to add if it gets back to VWAP, guys, and I could risk right off my entry about 58, 59.
And this is why Mitch and I love the VWAP fade, man. It's so reliable, brother. It's so reliable, man. Like this week, Mitch has had like a nothing but green days this week.
Yeah, man. I'm honestly about. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm on my 7th day. So if I get green today, that would be 8 days and new record, guys.
Here you go. That's the link right there. Art Link TV. It gets you 20% off. It's a TradeNet link is actually what it is, but Tafts is the partnering broker with TradeNet. But yeah, there's the link right there. If you sign up, I do make a small commission from it, but if you want to help support the channel, you can go through that link. I have a review on TradeNet and Tafts. If you want the review, let me know. I can post that in the chat. But yeah, the biggest problem is some stocks aren't tradable, but Mitch and I find a way around it. It's all you do want to understand that though, is that some stocks are not going to be tradable. And so if that's a deal breaker for you, you do want to understand that aspect of it. Yeah, no worries.
Guys, gonna get a spike up here, guys. Probably a little bounce here, guys. 50 is gonna be my out, guys. I don't want to lose on those last shares, but I don't mind holding it near that break even, guys. Remember, the highs were 59s and 57s, so I can even hold up to 55. I'm gonna put 60 on the price, but 55 is gonna be my out, guys, on those last shares. If it comes to it, I'll get out. But let's say if it rejects 50s, guys, if it rejects 50s, I'll go ahead and I'll probably add to this position. All right, there's 45s there, guys, 43s. Looking the share size, adding in there. So I'm looking at those shorts at jumping in there, guys. Now the only thing I'm more concerned about is paying attention to the time and sales on anything over 50s. You see how this 100 just kind of trick you? And that's why I have different time and sales, guys. This is what I'm paying attention to now. This is just what I call more BS right here, guys. I'm waiting for this one or this one to move there, guys. You see there, 3,500 shares there at 36. Now I could add to that position there at 36. I'm going to take it. I'm just going to finish the trade, guys. I just want to end this nice trade here, guys. But that's where the ad would be. If you guys were wondering where it'd be, like what level 2s give me, it's right there. So I'm looking at all that BS ass volume going in there with 100. And when I see that nice bid drop down there on the bigger time and sales, that's when I go and I take the trade. And now you just got to hold over that last high. So this high, 50. 50's your out now.
Yeah, I like the trade, brother. Really good work, man. And this is the beautiful thing. This is the beautiful thing about the VWAP fade is that even if it doesn't get all the way back down to the lows, it still pulls back enough for you to take profits and be comfortable in the trade.
Rejecting there, guys. Look at this. Look at this order here, guys. 100,000 shares there at 41.
And there's the wash.
100,000 shares there, guys. You think that guy was longing?
No, sir.
No, sir.
If he
No,
was,
sir.
he's getting monster squeezed right
He
now.
knew it's exactly this. Look, up one, down one, guys.
Uh-oh.
Up two, down two, up three. Boom. That's the last high. That's the last high I can touch. Now it's going to make a little rejection, probably like up here to its 25, 26. And it should be heading down here, guys. 42.74.
Nice work, brother.
Yep. Here comes the weight down on it, guys. And especially, I think AMAT's a semiconductor, guys. And they've been doing really bad, guys. They've been getting hit hard with the tariffs from China. We're getting to that support. Remember the first support was 43, guys? That's why you're getting a little stutter there, guys. I'm looking for support 2 now, not support 1.
So I'm just catching back up on the chat. Nice work, Huguetes. Glad you made some money, brother. Nice, James. Awesome trade, brother. Same with you, Huguetes. Good work, Tiny. You're doing well. Awesome job. Nice, Andre. Congrats, brother. Nice work on TIK. I wish I could trade TIK, but it wasn't tradable, unfortunately. X-Sphere.
All right, guys. You see how it bounced right there? What did I say? It bounced like 22s, 23s, and then look for the flush.
There
That's
it goes.
exactly what you got there, guys. I might honestly add for a crackdown on the 43s. Looking at the level 2s to see what's going on there. One thing I use, guys, is the minute candle here. So you see that I'm looking, a lot of times you get the break near that 1 minute next candle.
Exactly.
You see?
There's the wash.
And that's what I look for, guys. Another thing is I pay attention to these market times, you guys. Each candle, as soon as the next second is going to happen, you got to be careful. You got to be ready. Didn't get my ad there in the 43s, even though I had it set up, guys. I should have nailed it, but it just went way too hard. Here's those 78s, guys, we talked about,
lows,
guys.
Right, the lows of the day is about to test, so looking good, man.
75, 74s. Remember what we talked about. This is the area. So now only thing that's concerning me is if it slams on the level 2. All right, guys. I'm putting out the order there at 72s.
And you're out. Nice work, brother. 92 game.
$92, guys.
Congrats, brother.
Just
Congrats.
for you guys. And look how it bounces off the support, guys. What did I was looking for? Look at it right there. 42, 72.
Immediately
guys.
bounces back up to 43. Awesome trade, brother.
That's how you trade, guys.
You see that?
That's how you trade.
Good work, man. Good work, brother.
Glad you guys were able to see that, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Good work, man. So I just minimized it, but man, awesome work, brother.
Yeah, I stopped sharing it anyways. Good job.
Yeah,
There
for
you
sure.
go. Glad you guys were able to see that, guys. And now that I'm up $92, guys, I'm going to leave this stock alone. It could bounce. It could break down that 42. Some people like to hammer down more and play with your money on this stock. What I'm going to do is necessarily just start looking at the overall market, start finding the sense, and maybe hammer down this a little bit later.
Right, for sure. I mean, I think Mitch and I are we're a good pair with trading because Mitch executes his trades extremely well. Like Mitch, like if I'm good at anything, it's identifying the setups, right? Identifying the profitable setups, and Mitch is good at that too, don't get me wrong. But I think where Mitch really shines is managing and executing the trade well. Like I would almost say that was close to perfect how you managed AMAT. Really, you did it really, really well. And so
Appreciate it, brother.
I think if Mitch and I can learn anything from each other, I know I for sure can learn how to manage the trade a little bit better. But nice work, Mitch. Awesome job, bro.
Thank you, brother.
And if you guys want to check out Mitch's channel, he posts trade reviews, trade recaps, and stuff like that. I'll go ahead and post his link here. But yeah, go give him a subscribe. He's obviously a really talented trader, man. Posts a lot of good content, so go check out his channel. I will post his link here as well.
Yep. Not only that, guys, but you guys can always reach out to me if you guys want some mentoring or something like that. More than willing to work it out. I am always busy, but more than willing to help out other traders get to where I want to be also. There you go, guys. There's the link. Beginner put it up.
Yeah, there you go. I know, Callum. We say guys so much, brother. We say guys so much, man. It's just
Yeah,
a
we're
habit,
guys, man.
right?
It's a habit.
I say guys, man, bro,
Buddy.
You know,
Buddy's
dude.
the one that gets people mad sometimes. But
with me, I say dude. I say dude a lot. I call my son dude. Y'all probably hear me when I'm talking to my son. I say, "Come here, dude. Go over there, dude. Stop doing that, dude." You know, like I call my son dude. I think my parents were hippies, and so my mom used to say dude, and so I think that's where I get it from. But hey, appreciate the sub, Sarge. Appreciate the sub, David Pierce. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Honestly, I'm still in shock about this $200 donation, though. That is absolutely ridiculous and crazy, and I really, really appreciate it, man. That's awesome support.
13 days to go, we were looking a little tight, and then bam, you see?
All right, man.
That's how we do it.
Crazy. But yeah, like I said, Manny, if you're listening, brother, I know I just texted you, bro. But if you're listening, man, if you ever need help with anything, man, just let me know. I'll do my best to help.
I'm looking at here, guys. At here. Here looks interesting here, guys. This is more of a VWAP rejection, guys.
I don't know, man. I don't like here. It's too choppy consolidation, low volume, you know, small range. Yeah. It's just not my style. But like somebody else said that they like our duo, they like you and me here because we're different traders, and that's a good thing. You know, we're different than each other a little bit, and so that's a good thing. It kind of gives you different perspectives on, you know, kind of traders finding their niche. Really quick though, look at TEVA here.
Beautiful.
Look at that setup.
All right, taking a look at that for sure. I want it to get slightly above, trying to attempt to get to the 89s and rejecting 89, guys, for Tiva. Here, I wanted those 26.10s, but it went to 26.8, guys. Would have been a good trade. It was 2 cents off from what I wanted to enter on, guys.
I mean, there's the 2390s. Let's just watch it, though. It could spike above the VWAP. There's the VWAP test, and so it could very easily spike here.
This is why I kind of wait, guys, for it to touch VWAP, and now I'm looking at the level 2s to pay attention for the weakness at those levels.
There's some weakness right there on the time and sales.
Yep. There's 2,700 and 1,600 shares that went in there, and those are shorters right there. They're doing the same strategy we're doing.
Right. The only thing, it has to get under 2380.
I like to wait. I'm looking at like the time, guys. 1 minute is about to happen, the next candle, and that's when I make my decision usually. If the next candle opens up higher, I usually don't take it. If the next candle just washes down, I try to get in there.
Maybe you were right on HEAR. Look at that, man. I retract my previous statement, man.
It looked beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a really, really short time to decide, but what I got was the 3 attempts long. Then that 4th attempt never got over those 26.20s. We got underneath the VWAP and then made a move to VWAP. That's VWAP rejection time.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Also,
I told you guys, I was feeling good, guys. Got some good energy today, some good coffee.
Yeah,
ready
me too.
To nail some stocks, man.
I got some good coffee too, man. I'm drinking hazelnut coffee my wife bought. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Also, IZEA with a bounce back to the $0.50 at 150 doesn't look too bad. Maybe up to that 154 VWAP area.
Okay, hanging in those 90s, Tiva.
Yeah, looking for that down one, up one setup here. See if it breaks over this.
Yeah, so this is the kind of setup for this one is since it's hanging around the VWAP, I'm almost waiting for 3 minutes, almost a triple top or double top, and then I'll get in it.
Right.
Because as you see, there's a lot of volume that just went in through there at the 90s, guys. Lots of volume. 4 or 5,000 orders. And for a $23 stock, that's a lot.
That's a lot, for sure. Because it's more expensive. until
Yeah, you
people buy
guys gotta
less
know that.
shares.
So you
Here's the
see,
spike.
that's why you got to pay attention, guys. You know, there was just weight. Someone bought it up there and put way too much sizing on the opposite side. The imbalance went to the buyer. Now we break that pattern.
Yep.
So with
There's the
Tiva,
white on the
one of the
time and
key things you
sales.
want to do is start using more of a 5 minute and see if it rejects those 2410s, which was the support at the open.
Yeah, 24 break is the next level to watch. See if we get failed right here. There's a wash back down to the 80s.
Yeah, it looks interesting. But like I said, I'm waiting for that third candle. Nugs is halted, but I don't
Nugs?
know.
Is
Yeah,
that a
but
is that a
that's a
cannabis
gold
stock?
stock.
Is
I
that a
think that's a
cannabis?
gold stock.
Oh, sounds like a
It's
cannabis stock. You
you like them nugs, don't you?
know. Hey, I lived in Canada for like 8 months. You know. All right.
I'm watching CVIS.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that one earlier. CVIS.
Ooh, it was a nice view at rejection on I, but I usually wait for that one to start trending downwards first. Let's take a look at our top movers today. IZEA, CNET. CNET. I'm telling you that spiked to 250. I'm kind of mad that I missed that one. Would have been able to grab like 600 shares of that.
I forgot about CNET. Yeah, I mean, it looked like it's a good fade in hindsight, but I don't think I would have liked it if I was like right there. It's just too
So
close to the high of the day. You know what I mean?
let's explain it. This is why I would get in it. So why I would get in it is because in pre-market, it looked like it was holding a support there of 252.
Right.
And then you see it get close there in the 9 a.m. and it gets even more consolidated. The high was 260 and it kept coming to that 252. Went up, it tried it twice, tried it that third time, and when it went down and then at 250 and it tried to swing, it broke at the open, straight down through the support. Big volume coming down to those 227s. Now all you're looking for is for the support to hold and VWAP be below it.
Right.
Support is 252, VWAP is at 250. You can honestly take this trade and risk 2 cents.
Yeah,
Or
I
3
can see that.
cents.
I can see it.
So then you just take it a little bit tighter.
Right.
And you give yourself a nice, where you should take your first profit is 31. So you're looking at 20 cents, 19 cents for a 6 cent risk. I think that's not bad.
No, that isn't. That's pretty good. All right, there goes Tiva cracking under 85s, 84s. Let's see, bigger wash here down to the 80s. Let's see if we get a bigger wash and a hold under the 80s on Tiva.
Oh, that third candle that didn't break it.
Which one?
On Tiva, remember how I said, okay, so
Down, up, one up?
you had that one. No, this one's not this was more of just a revap rejection.
Right.
So remember, what we're looking for revap rejections is more no closing orders above VWAP. So we got a pretty good little run there in the 90s. It was closing orders up there, right?
Right.
But then it started hanging around VWAP, guys. Hanging around VWAP. You're looking to see if there's orders closing above VWAP. And then you see it tries that little doji candle. And when it goes up to those 91s, 92s, it rejects immediately. Then the only thing you see closing is below VWAP. That's your risk 23.93. You hammer on it on the VWAP, and you can have a tight risk with a good risk to reward on this move down, probably to the 23.66 level. That's what you can look for.
Yep, I see that. I like that level. All right, there's 77s. Let's see if we get a continuation wash here. While I have a second, if you guys want to check out SnapTrade, I've been using this website a lot lately. One of the biggest questions I get is how I specifically find the stocks I trade each morning. I've been using this website called SnapTrade. I've also been using it to organize my watch list. You can see I can build my watch list here. I can share it with you. And so if you want to sign up through SnapTrade, it's 100% free, and send me either your email or nickname. I can share my watch list with you earlier in the day before the stream, and so let me know. But you can see it organizes the watch list in a really easy way that allows you to tag and share it. It also gives you the technical signal, signal strength, market cap, volume change percentage, which is a really smart indicator that they added that shows you how much above the average volume the stock is during the day, really early in the market day within the first hour. And you can see ATRS is 850% higher in volume than it usually is. It also has a free scanner that has all these really nice pre-selected scans like high gainer penny stocks, high gainer volatile stocks, and it also has a news section that allows you to go over news on certain stocks. And so if I wanted to see what news and catalysts were in my watch list, I just click watch list here, and here's all the news, the recent news out on that stock. And so a really awesome, thorough website. It even has individual stock pages. So say I want to look at CNET's individual stock page. It's a really thorough page that allows me to set price alerts, has indicators intraday, historical prices, and a lot of other really nice things for you to take advantage of. Go check it out. It's 100% free to sign up. And if you want my watch list shared with you, sign up, send me your email or username, and yeah, I'll go ahead and share it with you. But a really nice dynamic website. I'll go ahead and post the link in the chat for you to check out.
All right, guys. You guys see anything else out there?
Not that I really want to trade, you know. Tiva was a good VWAP fade, you know. Tiva was a good little VWAP fade, but we'll see how it acts here. It found some support.
Someone put in the chat how I set up different times of sales. The way I do it is I just usually go to configure. Usually every platform will have an ability for you to select on what share size you want to see there. And that's what I kind of do. I use that and I change it. I usually do one 2,000 and above on my main screen, 2,000 above, 1,000 above, and then the rest of it just a normal one. And it gives me an ability to sometimes ignore those really small share sizes going through and only try to look for the big buyers and sellers. I was looking at this VNet. VNet was interesting there, right there. I started seeing the level 2 breakdown here. It definitely looks interesting. I think there's someone jumping in there, 50s and a little bit above.
So Mitch, NUGS is actually a cannabis stock. It's cannabis. It's Cannabis Strategic Ventures.
Right.
I was right, man. I mean that the ticker name fits, man. Nugs, you know. I mean that sounds like
nugs.
A cannabis stock, brother. But hey, I was right. But yeah, look at somebody stated. Let's see. Look at TJ says, we'll be back in the market with 7K in September. Can't wait to trade alongside you guys on the VWAP fade rejection strategies. I am a long biased trader, but man, you guys got me convinced. And I mean, hey, brother, you can't argue with stats here. Mitch has had like a perfect week. I have had 3 out of 4 profitable days this week. And so 75% accuracy. Last week it was better than that. Last week I had 4 out of 5 profitable days. And so, you know, this is all live. I stream everything live. I can't hide anything. I can't cherry pick my winners and only show you guys that. When I have a good win streak like this, and Mitch as well, you guys can see it on stream. We can't lie. You know what I mean? We have to, you guys can see our account balances. So
that's why I wanted to go ahead and go on Skype, guys, and let you guys see my screen. That, you know, there's no BS with me either, guys. You guys could see that. I don't mind sharing at any point and any trade. I can always share my screen.
Yeah, man, the VWAP fade, I mean, it has a legitimate edge in the market. You guys can probably see just from watching Mitch and I, green day after green day
Oh,
after green day. You
look
know,
at here. Look at here. That was beautiful. That was that next trade. Just got to there. It just missed my by 2 cents. It missed the VWAP.
I was
But
skeptical of it, man, and you were right. So I didn't mean to downplay it because it worked for you, brother. It's not my style, but you were right, man. Nice trade.
yeah, it's here and I are one stock I've been watching almost every single day, guys. So it's just kind of some volatile stocks. Here, I definitely think is just way too expensive for what it is. That's just kind of my idea about it. But and it's been on a pretty downtrend, guys. It got to 34, 35, 34.50, and now all the way down to $25.
Yeah,
So when you think about it, it's definitely been a retrace.
right, for
I'm
sure.
gonna be really paying attention if here can break down 25.06 over the next couple days.
Appreciate the sub, Stephalicious. Appreciate it. Welcome. But yeah, somebody asked me. All right, cool. Have a good day, brother. Nice work today, man. Good job. Nice profitable day for you. Cool. Have a good one, man. I'll see you on Monday, bro.
All right, guys, looking around. I'm watching AMAT here, guys.
See you, Tiny. Have a good day. Yeah, that's right. I mean, you
See
can't.
if we're gonna get below VWAP.
A lot of people in the chat are saying, they are agreeing with the VWAP fade setup. I mean, you can see it has a legitimate edge, and the reason it works so well is simply because Mitch and I have back tested this strategy. You know what I mean? We know this strategy works. Historically, this setup is legitimate. You know what I mean? I have back tested this setup weekend after weekend, trying to make sure it has a legitimate edge, and it 100% does, at least for me. And Mitch and I's style of trading, it works. You can't hate on it. The reason it works so well is it has a good risk reward almost every single time you see it. Look at IZEA as I'm talking about that, bouncing up to the VWAP at 154. I'm probably just going to sit on my hands. This is my third profitable day this week out of 4. 3 out of 4 days were profitable this week. I'm up net profit. Same with last week. And so been doing well with this. Just trying to sit on my hands here.
All right, gonna pay attention to AMAT if it rejects 50s here. Rejected 50s there, pretty hard there. All right, guys, I took a small trade on this. I'm looking for 10-cent risk here, guys. Above 57s, and I'll get out there, guys.
Just remember what we talked about yesterday, brother.
Yep.
You got it though, man. You've been identifying. You're kind of in the zone right now, to be honest. And so you got it, brother.
Just gotta watch it, guys. Don't mind risking a little bit. Don't want to see anything close above 55s, guys.
My entry was 154 on what? My IZEA trade. I took away a lot of stuff. I took away my unrealized profit on my chart just so it wouldn't sway me from exiting too soon.
There you go, guys. Level 2 is looking better.
Nice, brother. Good job, bro. Good work, man.
There you go, guys.
Beautiful, man.
Looking nice here. I wanted to crack down, guys. Not yet.
Yeah, my entry was 154. I think I got out at like 147 with 200 shares, 146. So it's just a little scalp for me today, but it was the VWAP fade. I got out.
Be careful here, guys.
Oh, it bounced back. Did you take any profits?
No, I'm waiting for it to break down below the VWAP there.
You want me to you want to share your screen?
Just give me 1 second. It's up there at 52s. If it makes a move down to 31s, I'll go ahead and I'll add it again. I'm just looking for, remember, above 55s, I got to get out, guys. So got to be really careful here.
All right, so Mitch is in AMAT. What's your entry?
41s. There's
41.
52s.
Yeah, a good risk, at least in my opinion, is 60s.
Yeah, I'm doing 56s, so a little tighter.
Yeah, I could see that right here. So yeah, if you see what Mitch is talking about with his risk, there's 55. There it goes.
I'm out, guys.
Yeah, no worries, brother. I mean,
Hey,
you're still up.
take a little hit, guys.
All right, you're good, man.
Take a little hit. And to tell you the
Faked
truth,
you
I
out.
could have got faked out. Yeah,
Yep.
just a little earlier, guys. I didn't take profit on that 31s just because it was on the bid, and I was looking for another attempt to those 43s. So if I would have got those 43s again, guys, we'd be looking at like a 200 day. I don't mind giving up 20 or 30 bucks. Gave up 20 bucks there.
Good morning, princess. But yeah, I mean, the setup I got in was just a scalping setup. I mean, honestly, it wasn't meant to be a scalp. The real, like, what I do with the VWAP fade setup is that the reason it's good risk reward, right, is so if you enter here at 154 like I did, right around here, and I think I added a little bit higher. My goal is to take at least a partial at the low of the day, in this case around 146, and I just exited the entire position just because, you know, and I'm glad I did because look at this squeeze up. There's no way I would have held through this squeeze up here, and so I got maximum gain, I think, out of this little scalp trade. But the beautiful thing about it is that you take a partial at the low of the day, it gives you a good risk reward, and then you can let the rest work for you. And so that way, if it does crack below it, you get a much bigger winner. But even if it bounces back, you get out for a small gain like I did or a break-even trade. And so it's a good risk-reward setup is basically what I'm trying to say. And that's why, you know, that's why I think it works, is because other traders see the good risk-reward in this setup as well. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, for sure, living large. Yeah, no worries, brother. You'll bounce back, man. Yeah, I think I got lucky with this one. I exited right at the right time, you know.
Yeah. I didn't mind taking that trade, guys, also just because looks like CVSI, guys, might get halted there. But just because at the end of the day, I'm doing this little 5-day demo, and I have to be active 3 days. I have to have 6 tickets. I did yesterday and finished a little bit green. Just now I have to make another about $400, a little bit over that. So definitely got to take some risk here. Why not?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got the setup. We know we have a setup with edge, and I think, you know, I think it's very clear to most people that the VWAP fade setup has an edge. The next walkthrough I'm actually uploading is called the VWAP bounce setup, right? And it's the opposite of a VWAP fade. So like if you look at CGC here, the next walkthrough video I'm putting up is called the VWAP bounce. And this is one that I'm currently in the process of back testing, but you can see this one pushed up, pulled back down to the VWAP area at 373, 370, and bounces back. And so it's the opposite of the VWAP fade. Bullish trend, pull back to the VWAP, bounce back up. And so that's what I'm looking for with the VWAP bounce, and I'm working on back testing and putting out a walkthrough video on that setup as well.
I'm looking at I right here. It was kind of interesting there in the 40s, but
yeah, it's testing the VWAP. I mean, it's a good risk area. You can set your risk at 2250 and set your potential reward at least at 2219, and so a good risk reward setup, honestly. You know, this can be your reward. You enter here. You know, you can see risk, reward, risk, reward. Risk is substantially smaller than your reward. Maybe even here if you enter here. You know, still good risk reward. Looks like 2-to-1. So yeah, that's the thing about this setup, is that the risk to reward is always there. And I think that's the biggest thing that I started to focus on. You know, once I started focusing on finding good risk reward setups, the consistency kind of came with that. You know what I mean? And so I think that's something that people don't talk about enough, is that you have to find good risk reward setups. You know, if it's not good risk reward, you have to have an extremely good win rate in order for it to be profitable. Where if it actually has a good risk to reward ratio, then you can only win half the time and you're still going to be up net profit. So I manually tested Smud. JNUG had a JNUG had a VWAP bounce. Yeah, so when I backtest a strategy, what I do is, and here's a good VWAP bounce, yeah, for sure. This is a good example. But what I do when I backtest a strategy, guys, is I go back and I use Thinkorswim's on demand feature that allows me to go back in time and retrade any market day within the last few years, right? And so what I do is I go back, like, since it's August 17th right now, I go back to August 17th, 2017, and I try to trade every market day, at least a lot of the market days in between then. And I look for only the VWAP fade, and then I practice scaling in and out of it. And then I mark down how many times it worked, how many times it didn't. Right? And so once I get to present day, if I work my way from last year all the way to current present day, I'm going to have a pretty good sample size and, pretty good stats on how many times the VWAP fade worked, how many times it didn't work, and stuff like that. And so that's what I mean when I mean back testing is I go back in time, I trade the VWAP fade up to the present day, I mark down how much it has worked, like what percentage of the time it worked, what percentage of the time it didn't work. And when I say what percentage of the time it worked, how many times it at least pulled back to the low of the day, right? That's what I look for. And so that's how I backtest the setups. Live gains, I use Thinkorswim's on-demand feature. So Thinkorswim has an on-demand feature. Like, I can show you guys really quick. It might kind of mess with my charting. But, like, look. So if you see this on-demand feature right here for Thinkorswim, you can click this on Thinkorswim, and you can literally go back in time and retrade the market day. So, like, look, June 17th, I can go back to 2016, 2015. And if I want to retrade that market day, so say it's August, I can go back to August 18th, 2017, go to the open, which in my time is 8:30. And then just go to the open for these stocks a year ago today, and it shows me the open, and I can retrade the open. Like, I can pull up active trader, buy, sell. And so that's what I do. I back test the VWAP fade setup over and over and over and over again until I get to present day. And then I mark down how many times it worked and how many times it didn't work. But yeah, I gotta look at JNUG with a nice little VWAP bounce. And this is like I said, this is a current setup I'm back testing. Look at this bounce off the VWAP. Beautiful example of it. And look at I. I was one I just mentioned about having good risk reward, and it's pulled back, 15, 20 cents since I mentioned that. And so goal would be at least at 218 or 2218 would be my price target for that one.
All right, guys. I think CVSI might open up. Yeah, it's opened.
Was it halted?
Watching that. Yeah, it was halted for a little bit.
Oh, snap. And you can also see IZEA had a good fade here. It bounced up to the VWAP, fades back down. And this is kind of the move we look for. Fade, bounce up to 154, fade back down, The goal is for it to crack under the lows of the day. But yeah, look at I. Right after I mentioned that, I had a good risk reward setup. Look at I pull back all the way to that 2211 area. So this is what we're talking about. Mitch brought up this stock, and I even mentioned, like, look at the risk here. The risk is only to 2250. It's got double the resistance at the VWAP and the $0.50, and it's got a bigger reward area. So look at that. It pulls back down to the reward, even lower than that, down to 2210. And, just a good risk reward setup. And you can see what happens. On I, it pulls all the way back. And so that's what we look for, guys. All right, so I'm probably done for the day. I'm just gonna sit on my profits, take my profitable week here, and that's it.
Man, can't believe you. It was a great day.
Yeah.
In the end.
Gross profits, I think I'm up. Let's see, $6 loss, and then 36, and then 20. So 30 plus 20, about a $50 gross profit on the week. And so not too shabby here with 100 shares. With 100 shares, that's 50 cents per share profit on the week. And so that's definitely doable, and I'm definitely happy with that cents per share profit on the week. Yeah, it's just about using bigger sizing now. The volume has kind of come back to the market a little bit, and so we'll see how next week goes. But I'm slowly scaling up here. If you guys have noticed, I've been using bigger size than I usually do. Next week, since I did well with 1 and 200 shares this week, I think I need to move up to 300 shares next week and start taking bigger gains. But yeah, I'm happy with the week. I think I'm finally starting to get used to bigger sizing a little bit, and hopefully, next week will be a decent week as well. Yeah, appreciate it, Eric. Appreciate it, brother.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. We've been doing really good, man.
Smut asks, if you take a VWAP bounce trade, where do you place your stop loss? Just below the bottom of the VWAP. So it's going to be at the next support level underneath it, right? So if I look at JNUG VWAP fade, I could set my risk here at this 754 level. And then if you get in here at the VWAP at 760, that's a 10-cent risk, or that's a less than that actually. If you get in at 760, I guess you could set a 10-cent risk, and you could set your potential reward up to either 767 for a, what is that, 55 to 60 is a 5-cent risk with a 67, 8-cent reward. Not quite 2 to 1, but it's better than 1 to 1 on JNUG. But yeah, it's just at the next support level underneath it, is usually where I set it.
Watching TIK.
Cass asks, James, just message me on Twitter or Facebook. It's at Beginner Trades is my handle for both of those on Twitter and Facebook. It's at Beginner Trades, and you can send me a message on either one. Cass says, in comparison to your time with SureTrader, does Tefs have more availability with shares to short? What do you think, Mitch? I mean, you can short. The thing about Tefs is that
this is different.
Right. Well, some stocks are not tradable, right? Some stocks you can't trade, you can't short or anything. But anything that's tradable on Tefs is shortable, right? So anything I can go long on, I can go short on as well, right? And so, for instance, today, out of today's entire watch list of 12 stocks, 9 of them were tradable. And so 9 out of 12 were tradable, 3 out of 12 were not tradable. And out of all of those 9, I can short all of those. You know what I mean? And so you can short anything you can trade, but some stocks are, like, low volume stocks are usually not tradable. So if a stock starts to break out after having no volume in the last few months, most of the time you can't trade it, Nice, Eric. Congrats, brother. Good job holding, man. What's up, Baked? How you doing, brother? NYC, awesome week. Psyched for you both. Have a great weekend. Yeah, appreciate it, NYC. You as well. Have a good weekend. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down a little bit early today. Not a bad day. 3 out of 4 days were profitable this week. 75% accuracy. Last week, 4 out of 5. So not putting a few good weeks together here. And honestly, a net profit few months. Look at AMRS, though, maybe for a VWAP projection before I close it down. AMRS. Maybe here. Maybe. I don't know. Not a good risk to reward setup, honestly. But anyways, Mitch, you want to say anything, brother?
Yeah, just have a great day, guys. Don't forget to like and hit the subscribe. And like I always say, guys, just come in with the right visualization, know your plan, and understand that there's always going to be other pressures. So if you always come in and stay in the process, then you should have the results match your effort, you guys. If you're not seeing your efforts matching your results, then you got to take a look at your plan and see if you're consistently following that plan.
Right, for sure. But yeah, guys, also, if you want to watch me day trade live on stream every weekday morning, hit the subscribe button. I do it. Mitch and I stream from about 8:45 a.m. until about 10:15, 10:30. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. We've been putting some consistent weeks in together here. And so if you want to watch us trade live on stream, we can't hide anything. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you want to support this channel as well, guys, click the like button right now in this video. It does help support us. I appreciate any support I can get. So click the like button if you want to help support us. And shout out to Manny with the $200 donation today, brother. That's crazy, man. I really appreciate it. That's an awesome support you've shown here. And like I said, Manny, if you ever need help with anything, brother, with anything at all, man, if you want me to teach you the VWAP fade or anything like that, let me know, brother.
Quick look at AMAT. Got a little faked out there, but yeah.
Yeah, there's the wash.
That move to the 43.
It happens, brother. We're gonna get faked out sometimes, but we stay in the game.
Just gotta be willing to take it. You know, again, I was watching those 40s again when it popped up, but hey, that's how it goes, guys. I'm happy with my profit for the day.
Right, me too.
Go enjoy the rest of my day.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody have a good weekend. I'll see you all Monday morning. I should have a few videos I upload this weekend. I'll probably be uploading that VWAP bounce walkthrough video, so be on the lookout for that as well. Also, one more quick time, if you want to help support this channel, sign up through SnapTrade. I share my watch list each morning with a few different people here, and so if you want my watch list shared with you, sign up with SnapTrade. Let me know in the comments section if you want this watch list shared, and just send me either your email or your SnapTrade nickname, and I'll add you to the list and share it with you earlier in the morning each market day. So go check that out. Also, as a free scanner, a lot of cool stuff here. I'll include the link in the chat. Yeah, and if you want the TEFS link, here you go. I'll go ahead and post the TEFS link. If you want a link to TradeNet that gets you 20% off a TradeNet package, I'll post the link here. I do make a small commission from it, but if you want to help support the channel, you can go through that link. I still try to be honest about TEFs. Like I said, some stocks, low volume stocks especially, aren't tradable, and so you do want to understand that. But here's the link if you want to go through that. Also, here's the SnapTrade link. If you want to help support this channel, you can sign up through SnapTrade, and I'll post this link here as well. And yeah, one more time, go check out Mitch's channel. I'll post that link in the chat as well. So go check out Mitch's channel. Really talented trader, obviously. Him and I have been doing pretty well lately. So there's Mitch's link. Go check that out. And yeah, appreciate it, Carmelia. Hindsight. No, he's not Hindsight. TIK isn't tradable.
Yeah, I'm not. I kind of just was looking at it. I was looking through the stocks, but that's it, guys.
Nice, Manny. All 4 green days is good, brother. 4 green days is good, man. But yeah, y'all have a good day. See y'all later. Have a good weekend. I'll see you all Monday morning. Later, guys.